winners. Today I'm here with one of the LushNLoom contest for 2016 winners. This is GrammyLoomer, and she was chosen by me and Polyesterjane as one of the contest winners. And so as part of her prize, I offered to do a tutorial for it. I guess the reason why I love this one is it's just the simplicity of it all. It's just, I really like how clean and simple it is. So I really enjoyed seeing how she created this. It's pretty, there's some starbursts involved, and I love these beautiful flowers. So anyhow, I'm not going to use flowers, but I'm going to try to do this one for you today. And so I will tell you the bar pin setup. It is 5 pin bars. So your first and last at the same height, then you go down one for the next, and then you go down one for the center. So center, up, up. And I'm not sure exactly how far I'm going all the way down. Probably not to the end. I'm probably going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got 8 flowers or so. I might do 7. I'm not sure. I don't want it to be overly large. So I'm not sure exactly how far I'm going down, but depending on your wrist size. Okay, so go ahead and pick out the colors that you would like to use, and then we will go ahead and get started. I wanted to, let me pull this up real quick. Okay, let me pull this up. Real quick, I wanted to tell you that where she put these beads, okay, I just wanted to fill you in because I've already finished the tutorial. I'm coming back to show you what I did wrong. I wouldn't say I did it wrong, but let me just explain the type. These are not beads, they're buttons. So they're the type of buttons that, and I've got one that I can show you here, where the button has, okay, see, it's a button, and then on the back there's the one hole right there. Okay, that is what she used. So because there's a single chain that's going down the center as well, and so when she took it off the loom, you could put the single chain up underneath here, and then you wouldn't see it, and it lays nice and flush. Pretends that's the single chain. It would lay nice and flush in between it like that. Okay, but I didn't know that, and I really didn't pay attention, and so I used a bead. Okay, the beads I used had 2 holes. They were turtles on each side. Okay, but I'm just going to give you an example. So if you use a bead like just a round bead or a flat bead, whatever, okay, with the hole here and here, when you go, let me find my little threader. I'm just going to do an example. Okay, when you thread it, okay, like so, and when you, because this doesn't get, this one doesn't have a cuff stitch to it, so when you go to put it on the loom, I'm just giving an example, say from there to there, that's going to stay like that, and then you're going to have your single chain on top of it. So so when it comes off of the loom, this is what it's going to do. Your single chain, according to her using that button, needs to lay up underneath the button to make it lay flat. But this is how yours is going to come off, like this, and then your single chain can't go up underneath these bands because it's going to block it, see? So what I'm having to do is take the single chain and put one side of the single chains on this side and one side on that side. So I'm just giving you a heads up to pick, I would use a button for this. I really would use a button or a bead that, you know, has a lip on it to where when the single chain comes up under, you don't have to put it on the side. It can lay, the single chain can just lay up underneath like that, and it won't interfere with the button. So I'm giving you a heads up to use a button if at all possible, because I did not, and I'm having to take my single chain and put it on either side around. So it doesn't lay exactly the way I like it, but you know what? I don't want to redo it because I do actually like it, but I won't be able to use those beads if I change it. So I'm just giving you a heads up. So from here on out, you're going to see me using that type of bead I was telling you about. So if there's any way possible that you can use a button, that would work much better. Okay, good luck with everything. Okay, so now we're going to do the border. So I'm going to take my satin onyx, excuse me, I'm going to go out to the left first. Just like so. And now we're doing like a in and out pattern like that up the loom. And it depends on your wrist size. I think she's got probably eight flowers. I'm gonna probably do 7. It just depends. I only have like 7. I have 5 of the specific bead that I want to use, so I had to get 2 of another. So that's why that's all that I have. Okay, so we're going to start off here, and then what we're going to do is we are going to do this pattern. Okay, so I went ahead and beaded up some beads that they're like this, just different. And then I beaded up some, let's see here, that have 6/0 seed beads on them. So I'm going to alternate, but on the bands that are going to go straight up, anywhere there is a band that's going straight up, because it's going to be going like this, that will have one of these beads on it. The other ones will have the pink beads, okay? So here's the pattern. I'm going to go up from this left side, and I'm wanting this, well, it doesn't matter because you probably don't have the same beads as me, but I'm wanting that to be facing the outside like that. Okay, so you're going to go up 1, and then we're going to go in 1, and I'm going to use my pink O seed bead. Pink 6/0 seed bead. I can't speak. Okay, we're going to go in, and then we're going to go up again. So anything going straight up is going to have one of these beads on it. Okay, and then I'm switching back over, and we're going to go out to the left. And then we're going to go up again, which is going to be this bead. And you don't have to use any beads. It's totally up to you. And then we're going back in with one of the pink beads. Okay, and this is the pattern going all the way up. Okay, so just like so. And then your pink one going out. Anything that's diagonal will have the pink 6/0 seed bead. Anyone going straight will have that one. I'm just trying this out. I don't even know how this is going to look. Okay, so you finish that pattern up the loom, but in the meantime, I will show you this other side. Pretty simple. Since this one goes straight up, it's going to have this bead. The pink one will go diagonal. You're basically doing the same thing on the left as you did on the right, and vice versa. Like I said that backwards. Pink. Silver. And then pink. Okay. So it's going to look like this the entire way up the loom. So, depending on how many flowers you would like to have, as to how far you're going to go. I'm going to do probably 7, and then that's where I'm going to stop it, but it depends on your wrist size. So go ahead and finish that part up. Okay, so this is what your loom should look like, or at least this is what my loom looks like, and this is where I stopped for the 7th, what do you call that? 7th flower. I'll call it a flower because she had a flower in the center of here. Okay, you could go up one more and make it an even 8, but since I only have 7 of the beads that I want to use, I'm only going to do 7. So that's what you should have. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to switch over, and I'm going to use a good quality stretchy band because you're going to be stretching from here to there. You know, I don't know about, well, it's probably from here to there and there to there. But it has to be able to be a good quality stretchy band so that it doesn't snap. So I don't think I would use LE where I'm using LE, or where I'm getting ready to lay the X bands. I would use a nice silicone band that has some good stretch. So I am going to use glitter pink. That's what I'm going to choose to use, and we're going to do our X's. And we're going to go from you know, these ones that are straight up and down in between each one. So we're going to connect right to there and then make an X, just like so. Okay, in between each one. So I'll do one more, and then I'm going to go off camera and let you finish it because it's simple. Okay, so in between each one. So your other one will go here, your other one will go here, your other one would go here, and so on. So go ahead and finish your X's. You finish your X's, we're doing a single chain straight down the center. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to tie in my border color down the center. So I'm just going to continue on with the satin onyx, and I'm just doing a single chain down the center. So go ahead and finish this part up for me. So now we're going to do starbursts in each one of these. That's how we're going to fill in the center of each one of these, is we're going to use starbursts. So you can alternate different colors if you'd like. I'm going to stick probably with one color, and I'm going to use, I believe this is Burgundy Sweets. So that's what I'm going to use because I'm going to be using these beads, and they have that pink in the center. So I think it kind of goes well. So that's what I'm going for. So you're just going to do a regular starburst here and a starburst here. Doesn't matter which side you start on, I don't guess, but I'll just start here, 2 o'clock position, and just bring it all the way around like you would do a normal starburst. Although I'm just checking if I didn't have to come all the way to there. But no, it's a normal starburst. Push your bands down, keep them in the correct order. And basically there's your starburst. Okay, so then we're going to do it over to here, 2 o'clock position. Now you can do this all the way up and then come back and do this. It's up to you. I'm just showing you what it's going to look like on both sides, because then I'm going to go off camera and just finish it up. So I don't think I have to spend any more time on this. I have faith that you guys can get this accomplished for me. So there you go. You're going to do starburst here, 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 and just do it all the way up the loom. Okay? Okay, so now that starbursts are done, this is where you're going to put your bead. I think she used a button, and her button was as big as it fit in here, just barely fit in between each one of the 2 starbursts. My beads are a tad smaller, and I've only got 2 of these beads, and it has a hole on each side to put a band. So with hers there was just 1, so it would be 1 band coming out on each side, but this one I have to do 2. But I'm going to do 1 of these on the end, and then 1 of these on the end that way, and the rest in the center will be these little turtles. So that's what I'm going to do, okay? But anytime you place a bead, and I imagine if you didn't want to bead it, you didn't have to do this step, I don't think, but because it's going to catch it either way. But whenever you're doing a bead that, you know, where it's not just one round bead, so it doesn't matter how you lay it down. This will be how you want to lay it this way, because when you take it off the loom, that's going to be your top. So for this one, I'm going to take both of these. I'm going to take one first, and then I'm going to take the other, and I'm going to place both of them. So now they're both on there. You see that? They're both on. So then I'm going to go ahead and put my hook through both of these, if I can get it to go. Now see how I have both of them on there? I'm just going to span it across and make sure both are on. So now both of them are on it and it's laying flat. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So we did that. Now we're going to do the turtle. So I'm going to go like this, grab both ends of these, place it on the center of the starburst, and then I'm going to get the other side, and you can either use your hook or your fingers, pull it around and get both of them onto there, like that. Okay, and now I need another turtle, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'll just use my fingers. Sometimes that's easier, sometimes it's not. And in this case, it might not be. I gotta be able to grab it. Both of these sides. Whatever works for you to get both of them on, okay? There we go. That will work. Okay. And then I'm going to continue doing mine in between each one, okay? So when you get your beads done, what you want to do is put a triple, or just put either a double or a triple, it's up to you, cat band right here on each starburst, okay? And then we'll be done and we can turn it around and start looming. Okay, I put my cat bands, I did a triple cat band in between each one, and now we're ready to turn the loom around and start looming. Okay, so this is what we're going to do first. We're going to do the starbursts first, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to push back the cat band and the clear beaded band, and we're going to loop out our starburst. So go back behind both of those, grab the top band. Okay, you might want to hold your thumb on the band so it doesn't pop off, and just bring it down. At least till it gets started. Just make sure you're going underneath the beaded band. Okay, so simple enough. You're going to do your starbursts, okay? And, boy, I thought I was straight, but apparently not. Okay, so you're going to go through here, go through all of those and the clear bands, and just loop out your starburst. It's a little tight for me. And this one. Okay, so that's what you're going to do in between each one. So go through and finish all your starbursts. Okay, so all my starbursts are done. Now we're ready to do these X bands that I did in the glitter pink. I'm just going to set this to the side so I can see it a little bit better. Got all my junk over here on the table. Look at these. Look at these awesome beads I found at, this is a necklace. They're kind of, it was just caught my eye. They're shells. And I got it at the Goodwill for $1. Don't underestimate the goodwill, because you can find some gems there. Okay, so now we're going to do these bands that are the X bands. And we're going to start with the bottom left, which is going to be this one. And we're going to take it to the center pin like this. Okay. And then we're going to take the top right band, which is this one, and bring it to the center pin like so. And then we're going to take the top, take the other bands, which we'll just do this one. It doesn't matter, I guess, which one. And we'll bring it down. Okay, so they're all going to meet up like so. Okay, so we'll do the same thing over here. We'll do the bottom, bring it there, top, bring it to the center. We'll do the top, bring it to the center, and this bottom one, bringing it to the center. So they're all connecting there. So go ahead and finish these X bands in between each one. Now all we're going to do is loop the center chain. So you're going to need a cap band, triple cap band here in the center, and then just do your single chain going up. And that's going to catch all of them bands and help it hold together. Well, that bead was throwing me off. So just do your why am I struggling? I can't see. That's why I'm struggling. Do your center chain all the way down. I'll find mine when I can put my head in front of here and get this tripod out the way. Okay, so do single chain, and then we'll be ready to do the perimeter. Actually, I can just tell you how. Do the single chain all the way to the top, and then come back and do your perimeter, which is just going to be like your normal perimeter, just following it around. I'll just take this side and bring it over to the right. And then you're just going to follow the pattern. Okay. All the way up till you get to the top. Okay, and once you get your perimeter done, meet me at the top with a C-clip and we'll take it off the loom. So somehow I recorded this and it didn't go through. So at least we got to here. I put a band through here and then put both sides of the band through my hook and then put a C-clip on it, and now you take it off. I've already started taking it off because I thought it was on camera, so basically you're just going to loosen the tension and just pop it off. So I will show you what mine looks like. So I'll finish the rest of the way because I don't know what happened, but that's okay because I think you know how to take it off of the loom. So here is what we have. Okay, so this is pretty darn awesome. So I know it doesn't look like much because we got a lot of bands to fix, but I do believe we're going to bring this bead and lift it up to where that goes up underneath. I'm going to have to fiddle with this and see how I'm going to do these. But I think what I'm going to try to do is get, and I don't know that it's going to work. Okay, I'm going to fiddle with this single chain down the center to get my beads to pop out the right way. And then I'm going to untwist any bands, give it a good stretch. I'm going to straighten these bands in the where the X is to where they're laying nice and straight and no twists. So that's what I'm going to do down in the center. But let me go ahead and figure out this part with, I want to get some of the bands because I use these weird beads. I'm not sure how we're going to do this because I think it has to go in between. I'm just not sure how it's all going to play out. It's probably going to have to hang out over to the side like that. Only because, well, because the beads that she used weren't really beads. They were buttons. So like the hole to secure it was only on the absolute center part on the button. You know how like buttons are that just have the little hook on the end. So that's why this single chain could fit up under the lip of the flower. Since my beads came all the way to the edge, now it can't go up underneath it like I planned. So we're going to fiddle around with it and get it to look as nice as we possibly can. I should have thought about that as I was placing the beads. I just didn't think it was going to be a big issue at the time. So let me see what I can do to fix these beads. If for some reason you don't like the beads and you want to cut them out, you can cut these out, because I don't think it's going to matter, because the single chain will hold them together. So anyhow, let me go through. The only problem is it'll look like that. It doesn't look real nice. So let me go through, fix my bands, fix my beads, and then I'll just post it. So hopefully you like this. And I guess I'll state at the beginning that it's best if you use a button. A button might be better to use. I'm going to put that in the beginning so that, you know, you don't end up doing what I just did. So, okay, well, this is Day's Eyes. I do believe it is Day's Eyes. Let me look at it again. Yeah, Day's Eyes. And it is by GrammyLoomer. So if you give her a follow, that would be great. She's new at designing, and she does lots of lovely renditions of other people's designs. So if you go ahead and give her a follow, then that would make her extremely happy. So, okay, I'm going to go through, fix everything, and then I will post this the way that I decide to figure it out. Okay. Well, until next time, take care. Bye.